Jill, welcome to the Good Gut Show. And I have got a surprise for you this week. I have been working on this probably my whole life. And very much the past couple of weeks, I've been working with experts, mentors, um, mindful people. And I came up with this amazing, what I call the Good Gut Blueprint. And the Good Gut Blueprint is really a way to change not only your gut, but everything else in your life. Okay, so once you do the Good Gut Blueprint, you can change just about everything in your life. But I want to start with your gut. Okay, I want to start with your gut because that to me is the most important place to change. And now that we're continuing in this pandemic, um, fixing your gut and boosting your immunity is so crucial for your health. And this is a way to do it. And I'm so excited. I cannot tell you, I am bursting. So all of this week is going to be about the 5 essential habits for a good gut, which is really your Good Gut Blueprint. 5 essential habits. And I'm going to cover each one, although I have to tell you, they're very interconnected. And when you go around the pot, what I call the pie, and you'll see, because I'm publishing the article on this on Thursday on my website, www.healyourhealthnow.com. Please watch for it. And if you'd like to opt in and do my Is Your Gut Good checklist questionnaire, by all means, go to my website, opt in, and you will get the information about how to access this article. You can get it on my website on Thursday, but the cool thing is that you can get it, you can get a notice that will tell you about it. So I'm going to talk to you. You'll notice that positive change is the first thing on my pie. It's really kind of a wheel. And if you can think about it as an upwardly spiraling thing, because as you go around the pie or the wheel, you just keep attaining the tools so that you can change more. And then at some point you may have an aha moment, or you may, like some of my clients, or you may just continue to do change until you get to a place where you feel good about yourself and good with yourself. Okay, so I want to tell you a little story about that before I start. It's so funny to me how people do diets to lose weight. People do just about everything to lose weight. People, diet books are the most sold books ever. Yes, more than the Bible, Gone with the Wind, and whatever is the latest bestseller. And 95% of us fail on diets. Why? Because we want to lose weight, but we don't really have the blueprint to do so. So I'm going to present that. This is really for your gut, but this couldn't be for anything. And I'm going to start out with positive change. Okay. Positive change is just part of this pie that I'm going to unveil for you this week. Positive change, you know why 95% of people fail? Because they don't have the rest of the blueprint. They don't have the rest of the tools, and they're not interested because they just basically, I want to lose weight, but I don't want to do any work, and I don't want to think about it. And you can't do that. It takes work, guys. I wish it didn't, but it does. And I'm going to explain that all this week on this show. So really, and I'm going to tell you an interesting story about that, because I had a call this week. I think it was this week. I think it was the end of last week, from somebody who wanted to lose weight. And I said, oh, okay, great. And I explained my program to her. I'm not going to go into it right here because it just takes too long. But I don't want to talk more about positive change. And I just said, okay, this is what I do. And are you interested? And she said, well, I really want you to read this test. And it was a test that really I don't think has any validity. And she's telling me about this test and how it came highly recommended. And I'm going like, well, okay, why are we talking about this test? Number one, I don't think this test is valid. And number two, you said you wanted to lose weight. This test is not about losing weight. It's about something that's not even valid that might show a nutritional deficiency, which has nothing to do with you losing weight. And as I questioned her, which took a couple of minutes, I found out she had a gastric bypass. People who have gastric bypasses have hardcore problems with weight and their relationship to food. And she was a compulsive overeater. My comment was, so why aren't we talking about that? No, she wanted to talk about the test. And I'm saying that because we tend to lose track of what we are doing. And the reason why I developed the Good Gut Blueprint was to keep you on track. To keep you on track. So, positive change. Here's some things I wrote, and you're going to read this on Thursday when I publish this article. Okay, so positive change is really the beginning of the journey, but it's really the end result of the journey. Okay, if you can conceptualize it that way. And when you see the infographic on Thursday, you'll understand what I mean. It's really a result of other things, which I'm going to talk about this week. Okay, you have to start here, though. You have to start with positive change, and you have to define the positive change. You have to define, what do I want to do? First of all, okay, she wanted to lose weight. All right, how do I want to do that? In what tools am I going to need? What support am I going to need? What am I willing to do tomorrow to do this? Okay, that's really what you have to define when you're talking about positive change. Positive change is the end result, but it's also the beginning. It's also the statement of your goal, or I like to call it an intention. Okay, you have to break it down. Right. My favorite thing when I'm doing this is the articles I wrote. You can go to the article on my website, www.healyourhealth.now.com. I forget the now sometimes, and I always tell people not to. And read an article called Experiment Your Way to Health, because that is a blueprint for setting up health self-experiments so that you can be successful when you are doing a change. And this is just the first step. There are other steps that you need to do in the pie. And tomorrow I'm going to talk about reducing stress and boosting awareness. They actually hold hands. They're actually like a couple. Like your favorite couple that's happy, right? Because if you reduce stress, if you use tools to reduce stress, you're going to boost awareness. And that's basically what you need to do as your next step. So I'm going to talk about that tomorrow. Again, this is really just an introduction. We're going to get into it in depth when I actually premiere or unveil my Dietitian Jill's Good Gut Plan, which I'm going to do in just a few weeks. So I'll see you tomorrow. Please come. Reducing stress, boosting awareness, very important as the next step in this Good Gut Blueprint. I will see you tomorrow. All right. Dietitian Jill signing off in health and harmony.